Hey everybody, I am Super Train Station H. I am an autistic gamer and writer, and today we're going to be playing some Pokémon Red. It's going to be a bit of a different format from my previous Pokemon streams. What I'm going to do, we're going to start off with the second installment of Pokemon Power, which was kind of an insert that was included in a series of about 10, I think, Nintendo Power issues. You know, about a couple months before and then after the release of Pokemon Red and Blue in North America. Then, so that's like a little mini magazine thing. We're not going to be reading the whole thing in detail. Then we'll get into Pokemon Red. We're not going to play, hey there, Azurest. Yeah, we're not going to be playing Pokemon Pinball as a warm-up game this time. So we'll play Pokemon for a while. I was planning on getting through Mount Moon, which is, as I glance at the maps, it is not that big of a dungeon. We're gonna just get through Mount Moon, get it out the way, maybe level up our Pokemon a bit, face some trainers, then do our Nintendo Power reading for the same issue that our issue of Pokemon Power came from. And then we're gonna be we're gonna do some watch along content. You won't need Amazon or anything. It'll be just something I'll be running on stream. I shouldn't have any problems with it, considering the way that that Saber Spark basically just apparently runs whatever he wants on Twitch. That's way more notable than what I am going to be running. So I don't think I should have any problems. I'm definitely not going to be I'll probably be deleting the VOD, and the watch party, the watch along content definitely won't be. It'll be cropped out for the YouTube posting of the VOD. But let's get to our initial reading here. I clicked the thing in our layout. Oh, and during the watch-along thing, we're going to be playing a little Pokemon Pinball, but we're going to be playing it as... We're going to be playing Pokemon Pinball specifically as, you know, just a way for me to twiddle my thumbs while we watch the movie I have lined up. And here's the part where I get paranoid if my stream deck is actually working, because it's not going over to my Nintendo Power layout. Okay, there we go. Alright, we're good. Alright. And my audio should be good. I didn't get a chance to do a whole bunch of... I just did the most basic... I had time to do the most basic check. The most basic tech support, you know, audio check, making sure all my equipment works. So... Pokemon Power, Volume 2, September 1998. And if I do seem a bit out of sorts, I just had a little misadventure in online interactions with a streamer a little while ago. A wonderful streamer person. I've been watching their videos for years, actually, now. Well, a year and a half, year and 3/4-ish. Yeah, I said something in chat. It was taken the wrong way, and I just like... Yeah, I'll just go ahead and excuse myself from the rest of this broadcast, so that the streamer doesn't have to... They took something I said the wrong way, and if I stayed around and just tried to continue on as I was participating in chat, I know they'd probably have to wonder about keeping an eye on me to make sure I didn't say anything else they perceived as untoward, even though I didn't mean it that way. And, you know, it was bad enough that they... I mean, it was bad enough that they felt they had to protect the quality of their stream by addressing it and sort of challenging me on it, which is, you know, their responsibility as the showrunner to do. Yeah, I had a unique, Azurest, I had a unique, well, I just had my desktop audio on, and I didn't realize it was causing loopback on my music for my hold music and my backdrop music. So there we go. The action heats up as the infamous Team Rocket sets up plans to control all the Pokemon and ultimately the world. Your reputation as a Pokemon trainer is growing by leaps and bounds. You'll likely attract the team's attention sooner or later. Your only hope for victory will be to collect and train as many Pokemon as you possibly can. So we've got a... Really? That's supposed to be the St. Anne, huh? This little... This looks... Is this the USS Constitution? This here. This looks like the USS Constitution. I'm not an expert on old American, military vessels, though. So we're covering Vermilion City. When most people think of luxury cruises, they conjure up images of traveling to exotic ports and attending lavish dinner parties, brimming with gourmet food. On the SS Anne, however... excuse me, a yawn there. However, passengers are likely to be wearing belts loaded with Pokeballs, as they are tuxedos and tailored dresses. The luxury liner SS Anne is currently hosting its annual Pokemon Cruise, on which the world-famous Pokemon trainers come together to relax, swap stories, and of course challenge each other to duels. The response to the Pokemon Cruise has been terrific, says Julie, the SS Anne's cruise director. They make sure that everyone is treated to first-class service, humans and Pokemon alike. The SS Anne will be... You know, it's funny, nowadays, in their... I can't see any reason that if you were hearing my audio before, that you wouldn't now, Azurus. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, I can't see. Okay, we're good. The audio's coming through on the audience members side. So if you're like in a moving vehicle, like that might be a problem. You know, like you're just one of those just weird things that happens. But it seems there's no one else active in chat right now to ask Azurus. But it seems as though everything has been going all right. Now, so I set some things aside. So for anyone who just came in since then, after our Pokemon gameplay session, we're going to be doing a watch along of a movie that in these interesting times some of us may find ourselves in. I may find inspirational or hope inspiring, but it's just ultimately a good movie regardless of the time it's in. But I know it's helped me be a little more optimistic when times seem a little difficult. So we've got a preview of Lavender Town here, the infamous Ghost Pokemon sprite. So, and it's like they're doing a little plot progression thing, because in the previous Pokemon times, they talked about the bike and how expensive it was. Now it's a price reduction with voucher free, or making room for new models, so all 98s must go. If you come to the bike shop with one of our special vouchers, we'll give you a bike absolutely free. You can't afford to miss this sale. So... Wow, so the first issue already kind of, so here we have a lot of coverage of stuff we really didn't get to. Wow, we're going pretty far in terms of the, in terms of the mini walkthrough, we're skipping pretty far ahead already. Already up to Lavender Town. So, just the basic discussions of Pokemon evolution, Pokemon Spotlight, we've got some fan art going on here. And last month, the reported citizen in Cerulean City was interested in trading Pokemon. He has since changed his mind about the type of Pokemon he wants. He will now trade his Jinx for a Poliwag. Anyone interested in trainer should acquire at his house at Cerulean City. Yeah, one of those M-game trades. That was a sort of a genius thing. They had a few non-playable characters we will meet that let you simulate. It basically simulates the act of trading a Pokemon with another player, but within the context of the game itself. So it's sort of promoting or sort of priming the pump for the idea of, hey, you need to be trading Pokemon with people. So here we've got our sort of Pokemon comic made using screenshots of the anime. It sort of explains how Ash uses his Pokedex as an ID. Sort of a precursor to here Jesse and James of Team Rocket. They're sort of, Jesse, James, and Meowth. One of the few Pokemon that can talk human language is a they're kind of like the blockheads from Gumby, you know, just these persistent sort of you know, constantly causing trouble, constantly following our hero around. If you don't know who the blockheads are these two bizarre, like, agents of chaos who do, like, evil schemes, like, and plus they're silent. They're silent antagonists, which makes them kind of creepy and mysterious in a sense. Where they are always up to some kind of weird schemes or just causing bizarre trouble that doesn't make any sense or would be of any benefit to them. Alright, so after we get through Mountain Moon, which I don't expect will take... yeah, we'll be reading the actual Nintendo Power that issue is from. But now, it is time for our game. Alright. Alright, so we're 5 hours into the game at this point. 5 hours of actual gameplay. So I haven't booted this game up in a week, so let's take a look at what we've got here. Okay, so Jigglypuff, Spearow, Nidoran, Beedrill. I think I decided I'm gonna keep Beedrill because I've raised a Paris or a Parasect in another Pokemon game before. I'm trying to focus more on Pokemon that I've never raised before. I mean, except for Charmander. I've never actually raised a Pikachu in Red and Blue version. So, considering that sort of a new experience. Jigglypuff. Yeah, I never raised a Jigglypuff into a Wigglytuff. Clefairy, I decided I'm not gonna even try to... if I see one, I'll catch it, but... Alright. And Jigglypuff we're raising right now. So, let's go on in. Yep. What? I'm waiting for my friends to find me here. Is this a lass? Yeah, I don't know why. This is the first time I've ever had this experience where, just by the writing, I mean, I don't think I've quite memorized every single location, or trainer type and their location, but for some reason I feel like, just from reading the lass's encounter dialogue, that I know it's going to be a lass. Hey, a Clefairy, we're just talking about these things. We are swapping you straight out. Yeah, I'll send out Nidoran. And I don't think I've never raised a Nidoran before. Well, I think I have in other games, but never in Red and Blue. And, let's try Horn Attack. Ooh, okay. Yeah, okay, I might end up switching out sooner than I would have liked, but... Nidoran's attack, bro. Oh yeah, that's even worse. I think this makes attack... No, okay, please don't... Alright, Nidoran's getting knocked out. And... Doggone. Yeah, not quite fast enough to actually, Yeah, let's send out Spearow. Well, at least their defense went down a bit. Okay, so... I want to reduce the... Why are they so... Why do they... Hey there, Kalaka Boy. Happy Saturday to you, too. Yeah, so... we read through the Pokemon Power segment, but we're going to be looking back on that when we get closer to that section of the game. After we get through Mount Moon, we just started the gameplay section. After we get through Mount Moon, my plan is to read through the Nintendo Power that today's episode of Pokemon Power came with, and I think we're actually get to the point where we're going to be doing the you see the N magazine review for Pokemon. And then after that, I'm going to be cutting the gameplay section a little short. We didn't play Pokemon Pinball, but, as has been typical for our Pokemon streams, but what we're going to be doing, I'm going to be playing Pokemon Pinball silently as we play. I'm going to run a certain movie that I shouldn't have problems running on Twitch, considering the way Saberspark basically runs whatever he wants. I won't be saving the VOD on Twitch. And I definitely will not be, I'll be cropping that part out of the YouTube. But, I don't think I should have problems running it. And in these interesting times we find ourselves in, this is, I think, going to be an interesting choice for a film. but it's not going to be quite what you may be expecting, me having said that. So, Kalaka Boy, if I seem a little out of sorts, like, not even, barely 25 minutes before I had to, about a half hour before, like, about 4:30-ish EST, 4:20-ish EST, I was interacting with the streamer. I was in a streamer's chat, and I was enjoying their show, and it's a streamer I've been watching their videos for years. This is the first time I've been in a chat of theirs, like, while they're alive. And, Kalaka Boy, I won't go into detail or ask you to explain to chat, but, I had a unintended suboptimal interaction, with the streamer. Let's just say that, I had my Chun-Li moment, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so I said something that, and honestly, I think what I said was probably, yeah, I meant something that was harmless and I didn't mean anything by it, but without the streamer knowing the context, it came off to them as very concerning. So they, addressed it, politely. I didn't even get timed out or banned or anything. And doggone, right before I'm about to... Yeah, we're gonna... Oh wait, I don't have Awakening. I don't even have Awakening. We're just gonna have to hope they wake up. Yeah, so the streamer addressed it to me so as to protect the quality of their chat, of their show, and the mood they wanted. But them having to address it was a real mood killer for the stream. I could tell they weren't happy, and so I'm like, all right, I didn't get timed out or anything, but I did excuse myself from the chat. I happen to, by coincidence, have followed them on like, we know each other on Discord, though we haven't spoken like all year. Not all year, like in like 5 or 6 months since like June. So anyway, I know he doesn't mean it, like, he didn't mean it in a mean way. He's just protecting the quality of his stream, because you can't know someone's intentions, so it's better to address it sooner rather than later and let things get out of control and not preserve the tone that you want to preserve in chat, especially since their perception of what I meant or what I was implying was something that would have been disrespectful, and not necessarily unreasonably so, but they just didn't have the context with which I meant that, and I didn't consider that they wouldn't have had the context. So in a day or two, maybe once I'm done cringing. Oh, and trust, yeah, and I was just saying, just walk away slowly, waving the peace sign. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, to me, I will be certainly giving myself a debriefing and doing a sort of critical analysis of my interaction and how I could avoid such situations in the future, because that's whenever any kind of interaction goes suboptimally, that's sort of how I learn from it. But the whole process by which for probably the next week or two I will be thinking about it every 5 minutes is not going to be a fun one. Alright. Whatever, we're just running. Oh, I couldn't run. Alright, there we go. Oh my goodness, that fast, huh? Yeah, very high encounter rate inside these caves. Like, what is the first? I finally want to actually use the run feature, and I keep getting like this can't escape RNG. Ugh. Okay, finally. Whew. Alright. Let's heal up. Yeah, we're trying to have this Jigglypuff learn any move other than what it currently knows. Okay. Yeah, gained 1 level at least. Okay. Yeah, I guess we might as well save. And Clackaboy is saying in chat, there was some, yeah, the president of Nintendo released a little news about the Switch, the Switch successor. You know, the Switch 2, as such as it were. We'll see what it ends up being called and what the nature of the system is, but they heard that the Switch 2 will be backwards compatible with the original Switch. Yeah, that was actually based directly from something from Nintendo. I find that to be a weird announcement, because there was a buzz like a couple months ago, oh, that the Switch, the Switch successor might not be backwards compatible with Switch 2 games, and I never took it seriously for 1 second. Like, never before, I don't think ever in history never before has a successful console of the nature of Nintendo Switch been so perpetually overshadowed throughout its entire life by the specter of its eventual successor. Because people, since Switch came out in 2017, and like spring, and like March 2017 Switch came out, by, I'd say late, like by summer or fall 2017, I was always seeing a lot of YouTube videos like it was a serious point of discussion, like, okay, well, Switch is doing good, but when's the real new system gonna come out? Like, Switch was just a stopgap that Nintendo was only gonna keep around for a year or two, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's clearly not their their strategy here. It's clearly not their strategy here. Alright, so typically flying type moves are not ideal against okay, this drops their defense, right? Okay. Alright. And ooh. Actually, it kinda doesn't matter. Hold on. I'll send out Beedrill, because we're not going to get any EXP for catching this Pokemon. Oh, and by the way, this is before... Yeah, this is before it became such a thing that Pokemon that you already have caught in your Pokedex will have a Pokeball icon in their names. So you just have to remember which ones we do and don't have. Oh, no, that's... Oh, okay. Alright. Well, at this point, I'm actually going to swap out Charmander, because he's just going to take these... He's our strongest... He's got the most HP, probably the most defense. Yeah, let these, Actually, yeah, we'll growl away. Just give time for the, HP to tick away. Yeah, and I'm using the status reducing move, Growl. It doesn't have a strategic advantage to drop his attack, even though it does help, you know, him take less damage. But the real reason I'm doing this is to spend some time while the HP ticks down from the Geodude's HP being reduced and being poisoned. We should have an easy time catching it soon. And notice the language in the user interface, it says enemy Pokemon, like enemy Geodude's attack fell. They get rid of that language starting in Gen 3. In Gen 3 it'll say the foe, or and I think in later ones it'll say the opposing Pokemon. Yeah, because I guess enemy is a bit of a strong word. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I didn't really... Hey. Nothing happened. Yeah, it's... Now seems to be about the time to start throwing Pokeballs, so, Oh. We only have one. This is our only chance. This is our only chance. Okay. Go for it. Hey there, Reliat. Hey, nice. We caught it first try. Okay, hey, we just started Mount Moon. We read the Pokemon Power insert, or actually only a small part of it, because it covers a lot of stuff that we haven't gotten to yet. Yeah, it's not a shiny with like perfect EVs or anything like that. Found in fields and mountains, mistaking them for boulders, people often step or trip on them. Do I want to give a nickname to Geodude? No, I do not. Geodude was transferred to someone's PC. So what have we got here? We've got... Oh, no, okay, so... Yeah, so... Yeah, my format for the Pokemon stream is going to be a bit different than the ones you've seen, Reliat. Because what's going to go on now is that I did the Pokemon Power reading. We're going to get through Mountain Moon, which isn't really that big of a dungeon if we don't do a whole bunch of grinding. And then... What? Don't sneak up on me! You snuck up on me! What are you talking about? You walked up to me and said, don't sneak up on me. Okay. Yeah, so after we get through Mountain Moon, or when I think the time is right, this takes longer than I maybe imagined. Oh, their first encounter with the Super Nerd archetype. I believe these guys use a lot of electric-type Pokemon. Yeah, he sent out Magnemite. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna hit hard. Okay, good, good. Now, yeah, so we'll do the Nintendo Power reading. Then I'm gonna be doing a not an Amazon Watch Party, but a watch along of a certain film from the 70s that some of my viewers maybe might appreciate right about now. That I'm sure that most of you have never seen before. Some of you may have at least heard of it, but I'll be running it on stream, and I don't expect I'll be having a problem with it. Though I will be cutting this from the VOD as it will be in the form in which it will be posted to YouTube. So, yeah, Spearo's going to be particularly vulnerable to Magnemite if it has any electric-type moves, so... Even though it is sleeping for now, I don't expect Nidoran to be particularly more effective, but I can just gradually chip away. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute, but at least it's sleeping for now. Let's use Leer. See if we can get in, make each hit a little more effective. Yeah, he's sleeping for a number of turns. Yeah, so what have you been up to, Reliat? Yeah, I saw a thread on the IGN boards like, oh, what would you need to do for you to get Switch 2 day one? I'm like, they would have to be some kind of can't-miss, must-play game day one, because as far as Switch is concerned, if I was restricted to only the games that I currently had access to, or currently had in my digital and physical libraries, I'd be good for at least 15 years if I could play nothing else except for that. And if it comes to, okay, you could only play games that are currently released on Switch, you know, if I was restricted only to that, then I would very simply, I could say that I'd be either physical and digital libraries between those two on Switch. If I could only play Nintendo Switch, was the most modern system I could ever buy again for the rest of my life, I would be entertained for the rest of my life in terms of video games. They'd be games I missed out on other systems, you know, like PlayStation, and particularly new Nintendo systems, but yeah, I am not very concerned. Nice. Yeah, I'm not very concerned with, yeah, I've been thinking for years I've been thinking this, Nintendo's, whatever this, Nintendo Switch Duo, or whatever the next system is, I may not necessarily, okay, we're gonna be swapping out again, yes. I may not necessarily be biting day one, because I'm plenty entertained with the Switch I already have. And Nintendo's playing this very precarious game. Alright, let's try. Yeah, it went through. It got through. Fell asleep. Alright. So, hey there, Bill. Bill Preston saying they're putting the finishing touches on some chicken noodle soup, and then they'll be around. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for stepping in. So, Bill, real quick, I skimmed through the Pokemon Power insert. The Pokemon Power mini inserts, in terms of their sort of walkthrough adjacent stuff, is so far ahead of where I'm at that I really kind of skimmed through it. I don't want to read too many spoilers or anything for those who aren't familiar with this game. I know there's at least a couple of people who have never actually played through this game before or seen this game before. So what I'm going to do is play through probably at least through Mount Moon, or until when I feel the time is right, and then read through the Nintendo Power issue, and then I'll be playing Pokemon Pinball, which you have not done yet, and then I'll be doing a watch-along of a certain film that, I think some of my viewers may appreciate right about now. And I'm not going to say what it is, but there's a very good chance, with my audience, and streaming under some of the tags that I am, perhaps some of you may have seen this movie before, or at least have heard of it, but odds are you probably haven't, so... Alright. Yeah, we'll get some Leers in. Drop his defense down a bit. Yeah, when Bill comes back, if they're not listening now, I'd love to know, do they use, like, the little bow tie noodles, or do they use, like, longer, like, spaghetti-type noodles? Because I've heard some controversy about chicken noodle soup, that it's not proper chicken noodle soup unless you use the right type of noodle, and people have various opinions on which types of noodles are appropriate for chicken noodle soup. Yeah, those chipping him down with Leer definitely made a huge difference. Did not get a single hit on me because of that. Come on, Jigglypuff, please learn Pound. 100% an egg noodler. Yeah, those, like, what? I was talking to someone recently, they were saying how they had to explain to their friend who's a vegan that egg noodles do not actually have, like, eggs in them. That's just, like, what they're called. Nidoran grew to level 11. Oh, well, just like how I ordered sushi, and I don't eat fish. So I ordered some sushi, with, some avocado sushi, and there was eel sauce on it. But, like, eel sauce is not made of eels. It's sauce that's traditionally put on eel. My Pokemon won't do. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, still... Oh, shucks. Here we go. Yay, another Zubat. Yeah, we definitely caught a Zubat. Do I want to... Yeah, might as well. Yeah, let's use it to level up. Now, switch to Spearow. And, yeah. There we go. Clagaboy is saying, do I enjoy California rolls since they use imitation crab? You know, I was not aware that California rolls use imitation crab. What is the imitation crab made of? Because like there's, you know, the infamous, you know, if you're you know, up on your Lewis Carroll mythology, there's the infamous mock turtle. You know, made a reference to mock turtle soup. It's fake turtle soup, but it's not vegetarian. It's made of beef. So like, is it crab a different fish that's made to imitate to taste like crab? And either way, even when I like ate like fish, I was never big into crustaceans. And the only like seafood aside from actual fish, like as far as like bivalves, crustaceans, I would have clam chowder, but I never like had clam off the half shell. Like, yeah, like things that looked too much like the actual animal as it lived when it was alive, I was never really into. H found potion. Nice. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was not aware that California rolls, I guess, use imitation crab. Typical. Is that a typical thing, or is that like, is California rolls like using imitation crab one of those things like Welsh rabbit, where it's just a matter of fact that there is no rabbit or meat in Welsh rabbit. It's just like a bread and cheese dish. Is it that kind of thing? Yeah, I just had the first moment where I was like 100% not thinking about the you know, the suboptimal live stream interaction earlier, and then it just popped into my head. Yeah, it's gonna be happening for a couple of weeks, honestly. But I'll be serious, there are bad social interactions or embarrassing social interactions from kindergarten that I am still trying not to beat myself up over, so still oh my goodness, you're so annoying. But we need the experience, so uh-oh, they're confused now. Finally used a move other than... Hey, nice. The attack got through anyway. God damn. Sorry, I may have let out a little mini curse because I just thought about the thing. And, yeah, fortunately I didn't cuss on their stream. That's not something I would do. According to Google, imitation crab is made from fish paste. Yeah, like I would not... Aside from the fact that I would not be into the flavor in the first place, I was never under any impression that California rolls were vegetarian, or that something would necessarily be vegetarian just because it's imitation of something else that is an animal ingredient, so... Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely, yeah, if it turned out it's like, oh yeah, it's made from like turnips or something, then maybe I would consider trying a California roll, but yeah, I was never interested in anything that looks or tasted like crab, even when I used to eat sushi in general, which is, what, I haven't eaten meat since like 2001, so it's been a while. Alright, so if we can get Spiro up to level 10, that would be great. Trying to save my potions for use in battles against trainers, where I don't have the option to run. So, okay, there we go. Yo. Jigglypuff learned Pound. Alright. Yay! Now Jigglypuff actually has is at level 9 and knows some offensive moves. Now, I could... Do I feel like I have to... You know what? Did I get the... I have to see if I got the Magikarp. Well, let's try out our new... well, first we rearrange. Well, I'm enjoying another Tofurky for this Thanksgiving. You know what? I don't think I had a Tofurky last year, actually. And if... yeah, if I go to visit my grandmother, maybe I'll get one. Because she's so amused by the concept of it that, like, if I go to visit her, I'll get one to make for myself just because she's so enchanted by the fact that that it's a thing. And Bill in chat is saying, which of these Pokemon do I reckon I'll end up using in the long run? I cut a couple already. Definitely I'm gonna be sticking with Jigglypuff and eventually Wigglytuff once I have a Moonstone. And take a look at their level up chart to make sure I don't evolve it maybe too early. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, now I could actually deal damage. Oh, we'll put them to sleep first. We can spare ourselves this annoyance of that is Leech Life. But I plan on sticking with my Pikachu, which I've never raised like caught a Pikachu in Viridian Forest and actually raised it throughout the game. Now, as soon as I get to Celadon City and can buy a Thunderstone to evolve Pikachu, I will. Because by then, it will, you know, it's not like... Because I mean, they actually make a point specifically with Raichu to explain how if you evolve a Pokemon very early, you may miss out on the ability to learn certain moves that it could learn while it's only in its earlier form. So we'll go ahead and we'll be sticking with Beedrill. I'll be sticking with our starter, which is Charmander. And there we go. Hey, we got a... Wow. Okay, wow, we got a lot of experience points there. Okay. Yeah, let's exit the cave. Oh my goodness. You kidding me? Yeah, I want to stick with Jigglypuff. It's probably going to be my normal type. I have a Nidoran male. I'm going to eventually evolve it into Nidoking. Pound. Yeah. And the one thing that really stinks about this chat interaction gone south and when I was in the audience of another streamer is that the out of context thing was kind of loosely had to do with some story ideas I had for fiction stuff, and as well as a couple of webcomics that I read. One I'm sort of helping kind of helping a friend with a small part of it, and another that I've been reading for like 2 or 3 years now. But it's like, so, I just, whew, alright, I just gotta relax. No, but speaking of projects of mine, yeah, all 21 scripts. Yeah, I guess it's not that important to, yeah, we could just move on. Yes, oh my goodness. And, Clockboy saying, with the holiday season around the corner, they wonder if the advanced controller disguises Santa will return to wish everyone to their Christmas hell again. Well, you know, it's funny. I considered having the advanced... in one of the scripts for the videos I'm making about the National Council on Severe Autism, I considered a small cameo appearance by Adcon. But I decided against it, not because I think it would be good, but it would just add complication to what's already going to be a very significant project. Yeah, I need to... Tundex is right. I need to just go ahead and use my repels. Because it's like, Okay, hold on. Right now, I'm either gonna... Actually, I might as well use my escape rope. I got these for a reason. It's to save time. Because I'm just going back to the Pokemon Center right now. Yeah, hey there, Tundex. Yeah, so I'm playing Pokemon. You've been in here since I started playing Pokemon again. Yeah! Oh, always. Hi, Tundex. And Clagaboy was saying if they were wondering if the advanced controller, one of the characters, because this is an out-of-character stream. You know, I'm not like, oh, I'm actually Lunarian H right now. I really haven't done an in-character stream since the reveal of the VTuber model back in late June of this year. So, honestly, like, I enjoyed the storyline stuff, but it was a lot of work. Doing a normal stream with just a few minutes of storyline stuff took like an hour of prep time and turned it into maybe 4 or 5 hours of prep time. Between the writing of it, the editing of it, having to rehearse it in real time, yeah, and sadly, I mean, it served its purpose at least of, like, you know, introducing the model. And if Tundex, if you don't know, I had like this ongoing storyline thing from January to late June, where actually technically December last year when I started teasing it to late June, where I was actually well, I was still streaming with a webcam, you know, myself on camera, but I had this progressive storyline where I was always in character, and it was kind of this fourth wall breaking thing. Okay, alright, I told you, you know what's going on. Alright. Tundex is saying they want to do some VTubing, PNG tubing thing. Bill Preston saying that was the most elaborate channel point and VTuber model reveal of all time. Well, thank you, because I wanted to do it. You know, not many people got to see it, and not even a dozen people watched the VODs, but I did it, I pulled it off. It was as I imagined it years previously, and I'm proud of myself for what I did. I mean, technically, you could say that every single stream I did from late December up until late June was part of the VTuber reveal. I just didn't, and it just wasn't apparent to anyone else at that time. Yeah, because I remember you were definitely there for because you were there for both of them, Bill. You were there for the for the channel point reveal of the XLO token, the inflation-free, non-legal tender digital currency of the future. But yeah, I consider the advanced controller character making a small cameo in the NCSA videos that I'm going to be doing. It just added too much complexity to what's already a huge project. Though I am going to be doing a skit where the AI voice that I made with my own voice, like the red hot boiling Detective Dan, that voice, no, not Detective Dan, Detective Chad, that voice I made, that voice will be making a cameo appearance in a small skit, calling in as Dr. Dumas, or which I will refer to as Dr. Dumbass. Azrael is saying they misreading my lips. I'm sorry. You know, I sometimes, like, and it's a shame, I stream so late in the day, and especially now that we've left Daylight Savings, we're back on Eastern Standard Time and not Eastern Daylight Time. So, like, when I open my windows of my apartment, and I let in direct daylight, the mouth tracking on my... They don't think they ever heard me swear? If you want to hear me swear, Tundex, check out, I think it's one of the last videos in my... No, actually, no, it would be in that playlist, in the XLO playlist. That's like the storyline playlist. And the VTuber reveal thing. And like the VTuber reveal thing, if you've seen that, that took months and months, like more than well over 48 hours total of work hours into doing that. And what I had done like for storyline, like the storyline of the stream was taking place in real time. Because the storyline is that the advanced controller, the evil AI construct that's trying to take over my stream, it predicts that a meteor will strike my house. It will strike Earth and kill me at 7 p.m. at the start of the stream, which was at 5 p.m. So everything, as far as my gameplay goes, as far as my line delivery goes, it all had to go off, like, flawlessly. Or else, like, if... Oh, yeah. Oh, I dropped an F-bomb during the autism podcast, and I will be dropping the videos I'll be doing about the National Council on Severe Autism will have a lot of F-bombs in them, and I will be doing them using my Lunarian Age avatar. So, Tundex, you said you wanted to do some, you said you were looking to potentially do some VTuber, PNG tuber stuff. Were you thinking of, like, getting a model of yourself, or as a character based on you, or as, like, something totally out of left field, or what? Because, like, I had some cool concepts of, if you want to do PNG tuber stuff, there's a program called VitoTuber Mini, and if you could go on Fiverr, find someone you could confirm. It's a sad thing you have to deal with this now. Find someone you could confirm with your that is not using AI, and make some PNG tuber stuff. Like, 'cause I got an artist who does on Fiverr. This is before he had to worry about AI. Before I even had to worry about, you know, like AI stuff, but they didn't even do PNG tuber stuff. I explained to them what to do, and they were able to make me a PNG tuber thing, and it required no technical knowledge on their end. You just drag and drop the different files, and it makes an automatic, you know, fully animated, you know, lip synced, you know, static VTuber, or PNG tuber thing. And Tundex is saying they want to do both. They want to do you and your Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 Catboy character. Oh, you know what? I just realized I need to take care of something. I need to buy the Magikarp. Yeah, I need to buy the Magikarp from the guy. I need to buy this Magikarp, the stupid thing. Hello there, I've got a deal just for you. I'll let you have a swell Magikarp for just 500. What do you say? Yeah, because I think this is the earliest point we can get one. Do you want to give a nickname to the Magikarp? No. There's room for Pokemon. Magikarp was sent to Pokemon Box 1 on PC. Yeah, we will be raising that Magikarp later on. But let's see how much money we've got left. Yeah, we're not going... if we... Nah. For now, we're just gonna make our way. We're gonna continue to make our way. Once we... Okay, I was gonna say, once we get our first encounter. Alright. Yeah, don't say naughty words like sucker. We only say lollipop in this chat, Bill. But anyway, you saw that guy was like, "Oh yeah, I saw the anime. Give me that fish, sucker." Yeah, because if you saw the anime, you know it's going to become a Gyarados. Now I'm eventually going to have a Gyarados, a Dragonair, and a Lapras to have a bit of a sea serpent theme going on. Eventually. Actually, yeah, we're gonna actually... Ooh. Alright, I just want to get you up to level 10. Alright, Jigglypuff. Yeah, we had to grind so much just to get to a point where we could do some actual damage dealing. Oh. Okay, that's gonna take forever. Actually, yeah, let's just swap out with Spearow. Yeah, so Azurest. Magikarp is a giant-like koi fish Pokemon that only knows one move called Splash that is actually useless. It has no way of dealing damage. So it's very difficult to level up, it's very weak, But if you train it and can manage to, be patient and train it, it evolves into a powerful, like, sea serpent dragon that you definitely will want on your team in this game. Especially if you're a nerd like me that likes sea serpents. So, Peck. Yeah, this is gonna go. It will be chipping away, probably. Yeah, let's. Okay, it woke up that fast. Yeah, we'll definitely use a few leers, reduce its defense. All right. Ooh, come on, this. Yeah, we're gonna have to go to the Pokemon Center again already. Tundek's gonna BRB. Okay, thank you. Can I give it steroids? We cannot give it steroids, but later on we can get protein, iron, and carbos to increase certain stats. Defense, speed, attack, and so on. So, yeah, let's send Pikachu out. Because I think we have... Oh, no, never mind. I thought... No, it'll do little... No, ground does 0 damage. Rock does little damage, I believe. Oh, no, it's actually just flat out not effective. So that's me and my not having my typing memorized. And let's just end this fast. I don't want to use any items. Yeah, the thing about battling wild Pokemon is that you can expend resources in terms of dealing damage. Like, in terms of, like, your items and stuff, but you do not get money back to buy more items. Only battles against Pokemon trainers give you additional money. Yeah, so while we're right here, let's just go ahead and heal up. And now, at this point, I'm actually going to forge ahead and see if we can get through to the other end of the cave. There are only a couple of screens in this cave, and the next thing we're going to do, after our first battle, we're going to run. Yeah, we're going to run. And then we're going to use Repel so that Pokemon weaker than ours can attack. But the problem is, if a Pokemon is weaker than the one we have at the top of the list, we will get attacked anyway. So this is the first stairwell. I don't have this cave memorized at all. So there's this guy. Anything over here? Oh, there's an item. Wow, we've taken... Oh, a rare candy. Okay, that's... a rare candy is an item that will raise a Pokemon by 1 level automatically. So, we're gonna save that for maybe an opportune moment where we, Okay, at this point we're gonna actually use our Repel. So it's level 8, we're at level 9. Yeah, it's not a Geodude. I'm not too worried in terms of it dealing a bunch of damage like a Geodude can to us. Yeah, put it to sleep and we'll just start wailing away on him. So the Zubat fell asleep. And bam! Okay, we're doing good damage. You can definitely tell that our training... Because at the start of the stream, this Jigglypuff was at, like, level 5. We caught it at, like, level 2 or 3. So, it's definitely taken some patience to get to this point. But our Jigglypuff's now an actual, Hey! Nice, level 10. It's actually a reasonably capable combatant at this point. Okay, so this is a loop section. I forgot to use the, what is it called? The Repel. Well, Zubat, appears. Okay. Oh, this should be simple. Level 6. Yeah, we're getting stronger and stronger. Wow, we almost took him out with one hit. Yeah, still a few HP that'll add back to his total, but... You know, it's funny, last stream, a week ago, someone asked, I forgot who, someone asked me about how I was doing in Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket, and I thought they were talking about Pokemon Trading Card Game for Game Boy Color. I did not realize they were talking about the mobile game version of the card game, the new one that's out now that they've initially announced back in, like, during Pokemon Day last year. I heard it's very microtransaction focused. Lots of, like, I heard there are multiple, like, in-game currencies to, like, buy the ability to open new packs and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, I had no idea. I'm thinking of, you know, it's kind of sad that, in a certain way, the capabilities of the game are cool, but it's so sad to me that we never got, after Game Boy Color, we never got Pokemon Trading Card Game on Game Boy Advance, or on Nintendo DS, or on 3DS. And not even on Switch. And now that we're locked into this sort of mobile, like, purchasing this mobile price structure, there's no reason for them to put it on Nintendo Switch. Alright, so let's get out our... So, item. We want our... Wait, I don't have Repel? Oh, I don't have Repel. I thought I had Repels. No, I had Escape Ropes, not Repels. Excuse me. They kind of treat it like Pokemon Snap, Sleep, where they check on it a couple of times a day. Okay, that makes enough sense. Hey, another Escape Rope we got for free. Cool. So save up enough Hourglass. So they're Hourglasses to open up 10 packs. So Hourglasses are the currency that lets you open up new packs. And honestly, all this talk of packs makes it sound like we're talking about smoking. And I might have mentioned this. There is a Pokemon card vending machine. Not like, oh, a vending machine. There are vending machines that just sell Pokemon, like sell packs or trading cards. No, it is like a Pokemon Company produced touchscreen bespoke vending machine that only sells Pokemon cards. And where do they put it? Where do they put it? They put it right next to the lottery machine. And it's like, you know, I love Pokemon and everything, but it makes me kind of think twice. It makes me kind of question, like, why do they want to put the Pokemon card vending machine right next to the lottery machine? You know, are they getting at something by doing that? I wonder. Yeah, put them to sleep so they can't keep chipping. They can't restore their HP. They can't attack us in a way that threatens our, I guess, or that threatens our viability to win the battle, but they can prolong the battle in an annoying way. Alright, this is Pound and Knockout. Got a whole lot of XP there. So we've got... I mean, actually, at this point, okay, yeah, that's right. You can't use an item on a Pokemon directly from the Pokemon menu here. We have to go into our actual item menu. We might as well, yeah, we're gonna get our maximum. Ah, hello. Wow, it's way bigger in here than I thought. Last wants to fight. Last sent out Oddish. Go Jigglypuff. Okay. This is the first time seeing Oddish. Oddish is a Pokemon we have raised in the past, but yeah, let's use Sing. Yeah, another damage or sort of parasitic move being Sing. Now, yeah, that sort of groan, that was me thinking once again about that chat, that stream interaction. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll be debriefing myself on that every 10 or 15 minutes or so without provocation. And sadly, like, because of certain things I'm into right now, I'm liable to be very frequently reminded of this, more so than I would with other things. Because the streamer I was watching was kind of a how-to streamer for something I've been learning for about 1.5 years now. So, and I've recently, in the last couple weeks, I've been sort of reinvesting a lot of my free time into learning and studying. So because of that, I don't think I have a issue where, so they have an Oddish and a Bellsprout. So those are 2 grass-type Pokemon with 2 evolutionary stages beyond their basic one. And Oddish is red version exclusive, and Bellsprout is blue version exclusive. The sprite here for Bellsprout really does not reflect its art as it would be traditionally depicted going forward. The sprite here really does not make it look that endearing or attractive to me. It makes it look kind of gross and creepy. Whereas its artwork, going forward in later versions. Oh boy, is attack going up? Oh, its special is going up. Okay. Oh, by 1. Okay, good. It used growth again to deal more damage. We might get the level 12 off of this victory. Okay, not quite, but. Oh, I lost it. Okay. How do you get out of here? Yeah, we were gonna swap. Okay, I really didn't. Oh my gosh. Yeah, alright. Yeah. Okay, so there's a stairwell down there. Yeah, for not actually having any repels, we aren't getting too many battles. Yeah, let's just go ahead and run. Is there another stairwell down here? There is another stairwell down here. Did you come to explore too? So I think we've seen 2 stairwells so far. Youngster wants to fight. Youngster said it sent out Rattata. Okay. Yeah. Bill Preston saying they're not really into the battling of Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket, but they will enjoy when the trading comes out. Oh, wow. Trading is not a thing yet, huh? That's interesting. Yeah, I guess they have to figure out how to sort of protect from cheating. Not only just, like, malicious cheating, but also how to protect from people playing the game in a way they don't want you to play it, in ways that don't involve actually making the game malfunction, or function in ways not intended, but just in ways the developers haven't anticipated. Yeah, there's a good chance that, yeah, that Rattata's probably going to be quicker than my Spearow, so I'll just swap out at this point. Yeah, I forgot. I think so much of the collecting and having virtual albums and stuff, I really didn't think much about the battling aspect. I know there was I think it's called Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, where there's kind of an express version of playing the Pokemon trading card game. So the battling aspect of Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket, is it pretty much the modern trading card game just in mobile form, or is it something more along the lines of sort of an express or quick play version of the trading card game battles? Because the last the last era of the actual physical trading card game I played was the Game Boy Advance era, so like the Hoenn era, where like all the Pokemon cards had like e-reader codes dots on them for e-reader compatibility. So Bill Press is saying, yes, there are no prizes and only 3 points to reach instead of 6 or 4 prizes or whatever the main game uses. The main game uses 6 to represent having a team of 6 Pokemon. Well, I forgot to look at what they're actually... whatever you're playing, the modern format still uses the prize card system, but I feel like... Yeah, the modern format uses the prize card system, but there are a lot of rules. I think they're new, like the way trainer cards work is different. There's there's new types of energy and stuff. I really don't know how. I really can't even begin to say how it's different from the card game as it existed in the era I'm most passionately familiar with, which would be the game on Game Boy Color. I should have just went ahead and paralyzed you. Okay, that sounds very violent. Doggone. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem because I should. That was really careless. I should not have let that happen. Yeah, I should not have let that happen. Actually, yeah, I might go ahead and just use an escape rope. So. Yeah, I don't know, like, Bill, you're talking about EX Pokemon? I don't even know what that is, except I know EX Pokemon. Those are like those full art cards, right? Those full card art that sort of leaves the bounding box that the card art is traditionally contained within. And defense fell, and we're just going to... Yeah, that was so careless. Why did I let Jigglypuff through to level 12? I'm just about to use Zubat. No. What we're going to do, we're not going to... EX Pokemon or overpowered Pokemon that are balanced by being worth 2... Oh, that's an interesting mechanic. That's an interesting mechanic. Yeah, that's a very interesting mechanic, because there's not really, aside from evolving Pokemon, there's not much of a summoning system, such as it were, like in Magic the Gathering. You have to have the right amount of lands or means to produce the mana you need to summon a creature. And in Yu-Gi-Oh, you might have to offer creatures that are already in play as tributes to tribute summon a higher level monster. Meanwhile, yeah, Pokemon, aside from just needing to have a basic Pokemon out before you can put the evolutions on them, there's really not a mechanic quite like that, so being worth 2 prize cards when you knock it out, or... So every match revolves around, did I get my EX Pokemon in my starting hand, and a way to attach extra energy on it. Neither of these conditions are hard to meet, which means games are over by the second turn sometimes. Well... I wouldn't say that's a positive, but in the context of this being a mobile game meant for quick bursts of play, I would reason that maybe speed tactics would possibly be a bit more significant than they otherwise. Oh, come on. Yeah, I guess it's poison type. Yeah, it's flying poison. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get this over fast. It's definitely a negative. It's not fun to know you lost before you can even attach energy to your input. Okay, so this is something they're going to have to balance. I think this is something they're definitely going to be balancing in short term. Oh, that little mutter is me remembering about the other stream. I know, like... I need to keep that to myself. It must be so irritating to future VOD watchers, like me talking and I do not want. Yeah, it'll be fine. I'll explain myself to them later, and everything's gonna be okay. But it's just so embarrassing. Because it's one thing to embarrass yourself. But it's another thing to embarrass yourself in a way that you know made someone else concerned and made that person think that I might have been implying something potentially messed up or bigoted, which is 1 trillion octillion % what I'm not about. I mean, I know, like, speaking of absurdly large numbers, like, did anyone hear about the government of Russia attempting to sue Google for a decillion dollars over withdrawing stuff over like sanctions due to their like evil global activities lately, and so they decided to sue Google for like a decillion dollars, which I think like someone I watched said like there are not a decillion atoms in the observable universe. So like it is like yeah, like if you were to itemize every single thing on the planet for retail, including all the people and animals and stuff, like if you to break them down to their chemical compounds and utility and place a price on them, it would not be worth a decillion dollars. So, you know, it would be funny if Google like worked with some random country to like, hey, like some country, like, hey, like go to their mint, say, hey, make us like a solid like platinum coin that says like $1 decillion and like just mail it to Russia and say like, okay, we've fulfilled the lawsuit. Let's just run. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're finally gonna go down that first, we're gonna go down that first ladder, which I believe is ultimately a dead end. Now, this always fascinated me, because what you have here is Game Freak making no attempt to hide the fact that there's several different hallways and passages that they placed on the same map just for simplicity reasons. They did not even place them out of sight of each other. Like a lot of games would have made the map larger and placed those little corridors out of sight of each other so that the player would have the sense that they were on a unique map and didn't realize that they were walking back and forth in between the same map over and over. Okay, I'm gonna deal with all these darn Zubats. Okay, after we explore this cave, or this sub-cave area thing. Uh-oh. Ooh. We, Team Rocket, are Pokémon gangsters. Thanks for the exposition. Yeah, like, I know that, like, I'm just sorry, just something about that hat and the whip, I don't, like, I always interpreted them as being, like, weird, like, stage performers of some kind, and not, like, you know, Pokemon gangsters. The pre-battle theme? Like that dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. That thing, or the actual just battle theme? Oh yeah, you know, it has been a while, or the actual battle theme when you're fighting a trainer, because it has been a while since we, yeah, drop his defense a bit, he's gonna scratch, and we will use Peck. Ooh. So, Bill Press saying they used to watch a drum stream or drum along to whatever video game music was suggested, and this was their favorite one to drum to? Okay. I don't have anything soup. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna send out Jigglypuff. Put him to sleep. They're gonna get an attack in. Yeah, and they use sound attack. Oh, our accuracy fell a bit. Oh, it didn't work. We're gonna try again. Oh, it didn't work again. We're getting bad luck right here, and it's not even like the attack missed. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want to see. You know, it's kind of funny. Sandshrew just looks like a little cartoony armadillo. It doesn't really look like it's that unique of a design with this sprite. There we go. We're gonna use... Yeah, we're gonna use one of our potions now. And... Still sleeping. Good, good, good. Yeah, we spent a lot of time leveling up. So I feel like... Oh. Yeah. And Bill Press is saying that it just looks like a... Yeah, you know? Without the context of knowing it's supposed to be armadillo-like, it really does just look like a little cartoony sprite of an actual shrew. Oh. And bam. I'm just... Rocket is about to use Rattata. Well, speaking... Okay. So... Oh, it didn't get through. Come on. We'll try again if this does not work. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. Okay. Now we will switch. You know, raising my Pokemon incredibly evenly in a way that I might typically not. Actually, yeah, we're gonna switch out to Beedrill. Is led to me being closer in level to a lot of the actual trainer characters. So we're gonna use... We can't poison them on top of... Yeah, you can't poison them on top of being asleep. But we can deal damage. And... Hey, there we go. Nearly halfway through. Hey, they woke up. So they use Quick Attack, which will always hit first. With the drawback of not being particularly powerful of a move in terms of the damage it deals. And they're knocked out. I think there's one more. Yeah, let's send out Pikachu. This will be over fast. Alright. Yeah, let's just go ahead and use Thundershock. See where that... Oh, it missed. Doggone. Hopefully it does not use Supersonic. Yeah. Bam. Oh, nearly... Yeah, I figured it would be super effective, but even with a little bit of HP they're going to get back, we're definitely taking them out this turn. Because Pikachu could use the levels at this point. Hey, nice level 11. Okay. I blew it, he says. Darn it all, my associates won't stand for this. Alright. Let's heal up a little bit. Yeah, these, suddenly low on potions very quickly. But to remind us of which Pokemon we are particularly trying to raise right now, which are not the two easiest. Jigglypuff might be uniquely useful just for the sake of being able to put Pokemon to sleep so we can wail on them a bit and get the EXP. with the Pokemon we want to train. Alright. So this is all there is here. We found an HP up. Alright. So this is our... I used to call it Hup Up when I was a kid. Okay. Yeah, let's get out of here, because we could use the EXP, but let's see how much money we have. 1,428. Yeah, we actually have enough. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a bit tedious, but we'll close up the Pokemon section, the gameplay section of this. Oh, you know what? I went on the... Did I go on the wrong side? No, I want to go... Yeah, I think I'm going the right way. Or not. No, I want to go... I need to go up, right, and down. Ooh, these doggone... I'm going back to Pewter City. Spoiler alert. I'm going back to Pewter City. We'll stock up on items. Oh my goodness. Hopefully, maybe we can get some repels. I think I might have skipped repels because I knew I'd be leveling up a lot anyway, at least at first. But we've defeated a few trainers, we got a decent amount of money. But we definitely need more potions. Oh my goodness, this is so annoying. Out of escape ropes, I think I have one left. Right now, I think... Now, if I was deeper in, I'd use it. If I was an actual emergency... Oh, you know what? I done goofed. I actually lost my way a bit. And because... I didn't want to use this, but for the sake of saving time... I'm going to consider the time to be more valuable than the money with the encounter rate I'm getting right now. Yeah, let's use it. No, I'm not going to be that guy that buys items and RPGs and is like, oh, I'm saving this for later. But I will need to buy one escape rope just for actual emergencies. Like, if I seriously get cornered, this is my way out. Okay. Alright, there we go. Now back to Pewter City. This is not too deep. It might seem like a long walk to get through here, but now that there are no trainers to deal with, this will be a quick walk, relatively speaking. Like, I remember, I know I mentioned it during the time, but I remember the first time I walked back to... The first time I went to Viridian City from Pallet Town, and I realized, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to bring this parcel all the way back to Pallet Town. Like, it felt like such an epic adventure just going from Pallet to Viridian. You see, look, and here we are already. So let's see what we've got at the shop. We're gonna buy... We can actually buy some... They don't have repels for sale at the store. That's a really silly game design choice. Okay. Oh my goodness. Just two escape ropes is more like 2/3 of our money. Oh my goodness. I know what I said before, but I actually do sincerely wish that I had not used the escape rope. Okay, we're gonna buy No, not Pokeballs. We're gonna buy potions. We can only buy 2 more potions. And we have space in our inventory for 1 Pokeball. Man, we only have as many potions as we do, because we got 1 for free. And the worst part is that like when you press select and then choose where to put the item, it doesn't just place the item above it. It swaps the two items, so you're gonna have to swap them back and forth one at a time repeatedly. So, okay, we got our Pokemon lined up how we want them. Go up. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're gonna go up. We're gonna go into the Mount Moon Cave, right to where we were at before, and then that's where we'll save, because we went that first little stairwell, that first little sub-basement area, and that's where we got our HP up, and we fought the first Team Rocket troop. You know, it's funny, there's a tendency, starting from Gen 2 onwards, when you fight an evil organization member, they're called, you know, Team Rocket Grunt, or Team Plasma Grunt, you know, just a regular, just sort of foot soldier of that organization. Wait a second, hold on. Okay, I'm just saving here. This is... Okay, this is a different cave. Oh, please. I just want to confirm that that's a different little sub-basement area. And the first one was the one where he got the HP up and fought the Team Rocket Grunt. But even though the idea of Rocket Grunt is not a... Oh my goodness. Alright. Oh, you know, some stupid hip-hop song used a bunch of Pokemon sound effects without license and filed the video on YouTube under their copyright system. So I'm getting a copyright hit for some stupid hip-hop song that used Pokemon sound effects without license to begin with. That would be like that's equivalent of if I just took a clip from, like, I don't know, like The Incredibles 2 and put it in my video without licensing it from Disney, and then, like, sued anyone else that, like, also used that clip from The Incredibles 2. And I've never even... I don't know why I decided on The Incredibles 2, because I never even played the first game of that series. I'm just saving the game right now. Okay. And... Okay, so that's saved. I need to mute... I need to mute my capture card from my game. Quit out of Pokemon. Hold on, I'm just swapping out games real quick. We're not going to be playing this next game right now, but... Aww. We're going to just pop in Pokemon Pinball. Where's the gamepad? Here we go. And get that up and running. And move on to the Nintendo Power segment of the stream. We'll see how much time we end up spending on this. And here's the part where it takes like 30 seconds to... There we go. That's more like it. So now, where's my PDF reader? Here we go. No, that's not the PDF reader. There's the PDF reader. So here we've got. So this is the Nintendo Power. This would have been. This is issue 113. It'll say on the inside when this is from exactly. Yeah, I've got. Yeah, this early this is some imagery of Conker before he became Conker from Conker's Bad Fur Day. And unusually for, I guess, a toony animal design like this, he is not wearing gloves. Like the white, like, sort of vaudeville gloves, but for some reason the textures on his hand are, like, weirdly, like, detailed. Even, I don't get it. It's just kind of a weird design choice, but... So we have an ad for Space Station Silicon Valley, and a game I never played. So Turok 2. Super Mario RPG 2. Okay, so this will be interesting. Because we got some... The letter might explain it itself, but... I'll zoom in a bit. Having read the letters in Volume 111 criticizing the graphics of Super Mario RPG 2, I had to write in and disagree. Super Mario RPG 2 looks like it'll be one of the N64's best games in terms of art. It's refreshing to see a game with that style again. Resist the urge to render, Nintendo. My biggest problem with the excellent Mario RPG was its graphics. Oh, that's interesting. And I know you can do better, especially if you keep it up. Mario RPG is headed... The Mushroom Kingdom is a whimsical place that's supposed to be better than reality, so don't make it look like real life. That would be a real conflict between style and substance. There's a reason why the original Mario RPG is second only to The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Yeah, like, I thought Mario RPG's graphics were cool. My biggest regret is that there was not a point A to point B platformer made using that art style and graphics engine. But I know the graphics of Super Mario RPG 2 aren't complete, but the look could be a big mistake. Are you kidding me? Really? This was like the biggest Nintendo controversy until Wind Waker. I did not realize that there was so much backlash against what became the game that became known as Paper Mario's graphics. If you use the same graphics and playing style from the first game, plus the N64's amazing capabilities to make the game bigger, you'll have a winner. Ditch the 2D and a 3D world idea, but please don't make the game fully 3D like Quest 64. Quest shows how stopping to fight 3D enemies in a 3D environment can be disorienting. Yes, that is one of my biggest complaints about Quest 64. I hope you can consider my ideas, or you might ruin what could be a masterpiece. And here we have another one. I don't like when a sequel to a great game such as Mario RPG gets changed to 2D. I think the Super Mario RPG should look like the original. It shouldn't look like Yoshi's Story for the N64. Wow, this was like... I was shocked last issue, but I didn't realize the complaints would continue into the next issue. Wowee. I want to make a blog post about this. Imagine seeing Mario in a lush 3D world like Mario 64. The camera pans around and would expose a 3D world, where people are walking around a little hut and a castle sits in the distance. Then a Goomba jumps behind you. The camera changes to 3D view like a battle scene out of Super Mario RPG for the Super NES. Mario shoots a fireball that explodes like a blast from Turok's fusion cannon. The Goomba is gone. Then the perspective changes back to a 3D view like Mario 64 as Mario continues walking to see what else lurks in the vast 3D world. This is what Mario RPG 2 should be. And Bill Preston in chat is saying, and look how well Paper Mario aged compared to pretty much any 3D N64 game. Questioning... Oh, now this looks interesting. Questioning Quest 64. I realize it takes three things to make an RPG great. One, the game must have a rich story, must have a rich history that leads up to the conflict, like in Final Fantasy II and Super Mario RPG. Two, there must be strong characters who tie in directly to the game's plot, like Chrono Trigger and Lufia, and they're not just there for the ride. Three, the reason the character embarked on the journey should be... Yeah, shouldn't center around a... Hold on. What is... Where? How am I supposed to scroll here? A single event, like in Quest. Okay. In Volume 11, Kyle says, Quest 64 is the best thing to hit N64 since Mario. I have to disagree, because in Quest 64, getting items is easy since everything is free. Your MP meter restores after every battle, and the game is just a beginner's RPG. Wowee. Yeah, so a lot of actual... Nintendo's publishing actual doubt. What's on the cover? This issue featured Turok 2 Seeds of Evil, with the gray cartridge variant being one of the rarer N64 games. So, let's check this out. So, letters continued. So more Turok 2 coverage. Well, it's really the only Turok 2 coverage, because at first it was just the cover story. Here's the actual, cover article. Ad for... You know what? This is... Yeah, this is among... This is some of the first times that we've actually seen a paid ad within Nintendo Power in, like, the strictest sense. Because earlier on, Nintendo Power was 100% not, like... So, Ocarina of Time here. So we're going to make a note of this. We're going to definitely be coming back to some of these issues covering Ocarina of Time whenever the day comes when we play this game. Which I expect would be in the next couple of years at the rate we're going. And it sounds pessimistic, but really, like the next couple of years comment is because we'll be playing tons of great games before then. You got Bomberman Hero. Yeah, so Bomberman Hero, yeah, I think this game was published by Nintendo, and they had a number of Nintendo Power coverage. Banjo-Kazooie. You know, I forgot that Banjo-Kazooie had actual codes. Unlimited eggs. Banjo begs for plenty of eggs. Unlimited red feathers. Now you can fly high in the sky. 99 Mumbo tokens. Don't be a Dumbo, go see Mumbo. Full health. An energy bar to get you far. Unlimited air. Give the bear lots of air. Extra lives. Lots of goes with many banjos. Ah, these codes. Oh, Bill President's saying it has an ridiculous interview with the characters of Fighting Force. Oh, so it's just some filler content, so they just had some interviews with fictional characters, huh? We're about halfway through the magazine at this point. Let's see how much they have in terms of Pokemon coverage. I've seen a mention of it, a brief mention of it. Let's see how much there, because we glanced at the Pokemon Power insert. Oh, we'll be looking closer at a little later on. Yeah, it seems like these wrestling games on N64 are getting lots of coverage in every issue. Disney's Mulan, Knife Edge, Euro Games. Okay. What is? Oh, you know what? Okay, so this is an interview with Rare. This is an interview with Rare. That's what's. Okay, Greg. Oh no, it's just about European N64 developers in general. So they talk about Rare, Argonaut, Psygnosis, Ubisoft. They've got to be talking to Ubisoft, and then they go to France. Infogrames. Infogrames is basic. They bought Atari and call themselves Atari now, but it's not the original Atari company. Train for exciting career in janitorial services, Ed. Yeah, I rented this game once, and this game was odd because I was not really familiar with Rayman. So the idea that like Tonic Trouble came out and then Rayman 2 came out, I'm like, what is with Ubisoft making these games with heroes that don't have like limbs? So, and then Tonic Trouble had this really strange in-game marketing tie-in with Newman's own brand microwave popcorn. So they were like Newman's own popcorn machines that he'd eat the popcorn and become Super Ed and get temporary like additional powers. Shoot. Okay, Legend of the River King. This is a game I want to play someday for sure. I don't, and I think the sequel is available on Game Boy Color and Black and White Game Boy, but you could force it to boot into Game Boy mode. Yeah, definitely. Legend of the River King. I saw a print ad for that game, and the EGM summer issue. Electronic Gaming Monthly did like a summer special in like I think '97 or '98, and it was a game. Oh, here we go. Pokemon, the actual review at long last. So let's check this out. Now you can be a Pokemon master. Its points of interest: 4 megabit game, one player. With 2 player. Battery-backed memory, 150 Pokemon to catch. Pokemon trading with the Game Link. You can battle too. They added space for another bullet point. Graphics. The Pokemon creatures are the hit of this Game Boy game. They're one of the reasons it sold over 8 million copies in Japan. Wow, back when over 8 million was like, if a Pokemon game sold 8 million units now, like they would consider it a flop. Absolutely ridiculous. The animation is fairly simple, but the Pokemon look cool and have lots of character play control. The game is a simple matter of walking around and making menu selections. Game design. On the surface, Pokemon may seem like a fairly standard RPG in the tradition of Dragon Warrior, but it's what's below the surface, the collecting and trading elements that make Pokemon special. The differences between the red and blue versions of the game are that the Pokemon that can be found in each of the game packs. Satisfaction. If you're looking for a new epic experience with the twists and trading of collecting, Pokemon is the only game in town. The actual gameplay isn't as challenging as some RPGs, and the themes may come off as fairly young. Music is cute but appropriate. Comments. The battles between Pokemon require players to devise special attacks, giving the game some good hidden depth. Paul says, good for young adventurers and collectors. Serious role players may want to look elsewhere. Little do they know like how deep the competitive Pokemon scene became. Hold on. Alright. Game Boy Color will conquer the world. Yeah, here they are teasing like a potential Game Boy Color version of Metroid 2. That never happened. So, there's a pool game. And we're getting on our pack watch. You have the ad for Game Boy Color. An Ubisoft shirt. An Ubisoft ad at the end. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, you can tell these are definitely paid ads by the companies, because we had an ad for the Scars game where the player is holding a PlayStation DualShock controller, and the emblems are for PlayStation N64 and PC CD-ROM. So coming next issue, Ocarina of Time coverage and Game Boy Color coverage. This next one might be a magazine that I actually had back in the day that I don't remember ever seeing any of the Pokemon Power inserts at that time. So, at this point, I'm going to, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a quick BRB, and I'm not gonna go to the title screen. I'm not gonna go to my break screen because there's this weird tendency, because it's gonna be quick, and it's gonna probably it might take longer to switch from the break screen back to our home screen, back to me being on camera. But next we're gonna be playing Pokemon Pinball. Okay, well, I'll change the title now. Pokemon Pinball plus Rabbit Angst. That's what I'll call it. There we go. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be back in a minute. No more than 2 minutes. And when we come back, we're gonna play Pokemon Pinball, and we're going to be watching a movie while I do so. And it's a movie. Given the way Saber Spark, with a way bigger audience than me, basically just runs whatever he wants on Twitch, I don't think I'll have a problem, but I'll be right back. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just going to get up, and my VTuber is going to be awkwardly just smiling at the camera for a minute, blinking. So excuse me. Alright, I'm back, and that was a full, like, minute or two of you getting to see my model not expressing sort of micro cringes and hearing me, like, just slightly, like, sigh, thinking about that bad chat interaction I had on another stream. That was... It's no one's fault, it's just... It was just unlucky and unfortunate, and I'll go talk to them later. They're not mad at me, but I wanted them to know my intentions and whatever. Let's play some Pokemon Pinball. Now, for this to work, what I have to do next... Okay, I've got to unmute the desktop audio. There we go. I clicked it. It's going to be a minute before it shows up. I just need to see... I just need to see the desktop audio show up. Alright, this is the reason... Oh. Yeah, the reason... This is why I'm glad that I did not even attempt to turn off my VTuber, like switch off the source like for it on the mixer in the broadcast software, because for some reason it takes like a bajillion years for things to... Yeah, when I had the desktop audio on earlier, that was the reason during my opening hold screen that it was ticking over the way it was. Okay, I'm just waiting for... I'm just waiting for my desktop audio to show up, because that's the only way all of you are going to be able to hear. I did a little tiny microscopic bit of testing, and judging by my testing, everything should be good in terms of like the movie not being louder than me. Okay. Please unmute. Okay, yes. Okay. Good. Okay, we're good. Alright, so let me get my controller, because I'll be casually playing a little no stakes game of Pokemon Pinball over on the side. Alright, so if no one is anyone's seen this movie, let me know. But what I'd say is, don't let the potential first impression scare you away. It's not gonna be what it looks like, or what you might expect. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not quite what most people are expecting, and you're probably hearing double music right now, so excuse me. Yeah, next week we'll be back to a more traditional sort of plan for the stream with, you know, little Pokemon Pinball as a warm-up, and focus more on the game itself and, you know, our magazine reading. Just taking a peek at who else might be around at the moment. Yeah, it's kind of... Let's see who's around. Old-timey computers. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and probably just call it right there. So... thank you all for joining me. This is kind of a unique stream. Yeah, the movie segment's not going to be in the VOD. I'm going to cut that out, obviously. But I will see all of you next time, and thank you very much for watching. I hope that movie might have, for some out there, might have been a bit of the maybe a bit of inspiration in these strange times we find ourselves in. But I'll see you around next time. Thanks for watching.